Welcome to the Station for Learning. Today we are going to learn about the American author F. Scott Fitzgerald. Born in September 24, 1896 and died on December 21st, 1940, F. Scott Fitzgerald is the American essayist, novelist, short story writer, and screenwriter. After graduating from high school, he joined Princeton University, where he got popular amongst the literary circle and joined Princeton Triangle Club and Princeton Tiger due to his excessive love for writing. He also faced the academic probation. However, in 1917, he dropped out of the Princeton in order to join Army, though Fitzgerald has faced numerous rejections for his work. His first novel called The Romantic Egotists was published in 1920 that launched him as a writer. As its publication, The Great Gatsby also faced not much appreciation at the time of publication, and he never got much money out of it during his lifetime. It took decades for The Great Gatsby to gain the acclamation and popularity. Fitzgerald also became part of the Lost Generation. This was a group of American expats in France who survived after the World War I. In the 1930s, the Great Depression led to decline of demand of his work, and again the financial problems occurred. Fitzgerald was an alcoholic throughout his life, and most of his life he wrote short stories for the magazines or newspaper to make his living. Fitzgerald also got to the Hollywood on request of some of his friends, but could not succeed there. One of the director, Billy Wilder, said that having Fitz in Hollywood is like that some great sculptor is hired to perform a plumbing job. While speaking specifically of The Great Gatsby, got more popular during the World War II, and 123 million copies of this novel was sold to the American troops. It was termed as the classic of 20th century American fiction. By the 21st century, million of copies have been sold of this novel, and it is required to be read in schools and colleges. The Fitzgerald Society also conducted an online mass reading of the novel, The Side of Paradise. Now, the Jazz Age. The Jazz Age, often associated with the 1920s in the United States, was a cultural period characterized by the rise of jazz music. A Jazz music emerged as a dominant genre during this time, with artists like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and Bessie Smith gaining prominence. Jazz clubs and dance halls became popular venues, and dances like the Charleston and the Lindy Hop captured the spirit of the era. Cultural flourishing. The period saw a blossoming of literature and the arts. Writers such as F. Scott Fitzgerald, Ernest Hemingway, and Langston Hughes explored themes of modernity, identity, and the complexity of life in urban America. The Harlem Renaissance, a cultural movement centered in Harlem, celebrated African American culture and produced influential artists and writers. Social change. The Jazz Age was marked by significant social changes, including the emergence of the flapper, young women who challenged traditional norms through their fashion, behavior, and attitudes. The 19th Amendment granting women the right to vote was ratified in 1920, further empowering women in society. Prohibition. The 18th Amendment, which banned the manufacture and sale of alcohol, led to the rise of speakeasies, underground bars, where people gathered to drink and enjoy jazz music. This era of prohibition continued to organize crime and the illegal alcohol trade. Economic prosperity and consumerism. The post World War I economic boom led to increased consumerism, with people buying automobiles, radios, and other new technologies. The stock market experienced rapid growth, contributing to a sense of optimism and excess. The Jazz Age is often seen as a time of liberation and creativity, but it also set the stage for the challenges of the Great Depression that followed in the 1930s. The era remains a significant cultural reference point, symbolizing a time of change and modernity in American history. That's all from today's lesson. If you want to learn something else, please mention that in the comment, and also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.